Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Washington Wizards as they play against the Chicago Bulls. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by, Greg, this is always one of the most fun matchups of the year. Conference rivals that go at it very hard every time.
And these games always have a little extra juice to them. They see each other a lot every year. And, Kevin, the competition...
Shot from 12. It's hauled in by Ostertag. Here's Ward. Pass to Stojakovic. Here's the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Stojakovic has got the first 3 points tonight for Chicago. Here's Howell. Passes to Manning. Now the pass to Duncan. Here's Hansen. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Outside Bryant. Shoots from 12. And he gets the jumper to drop.
Boy, we know the mid-range game is a big part of Kobe's arsenal. So smart and crafty at finding those openings to capitalize from there.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And that one is good.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
So for the Wizards, their last game a win against the Celtics in Boston.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
Here's Hansen. Ostertag defending. From beyond the arc, Manning can't get it to go. Bulls have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Ward. Pass to Stojakovic. Rebounded by Hansen.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Here's Howell, guarded by Kobe, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Wizards shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Nowitzki outside. Nowitzki draws the double. Here's Haywood. Tim Duncan with the rebound.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Alston, good.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Aldridge. Here's Nowitzki.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
Love how Nowitzki goes right up with it when he's this deep. I mean, not giving the defense any time to react.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington. And Washington going with a whole new group here. 1:49 left to play here in the first. Gomez passes to Nixon. Wizards passing it around. 5 to shoot. Shoots the 3. The shot missing. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. Robinson against Geiger. And here's Simmons for 3. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Chicago. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot. But it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, the Wizards, 6.5 games behind them.
And seeing where Washington is, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed. And that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Nowitzki inside. Lowry defending. Nowitzki's shot's good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
There's the pick. Here's Geiger. And that one, good. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
The Bulls have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. 6-second difference between shot and game play. They get it again. Aldridge's shot is good.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Here's Geiger. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Passes it to Nowitzki for 3. Nowitzki can't get that one to fall. Just a game so far. Wizards lead by 1. We've got more in store for you right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Wizards.
You know, in the early going, they've been effective scoring in the mid-range, and if it's falling, I say stay with it.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Here's Ward. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. For 3, Kobe. Washington with the rebound. Here's Manning. Duncan outside. Here's Alston. Swift grabs the miss. Chicago trailing here. Here's Ward. There's the pass to Ratliff. 3-pointer, Stojakovic buries it from 3-point range. Stojakovic has got 8 points.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Red passes to Manning. And a miss there on the triple. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Bulls. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And Bryant slams it in.
Leaping up to the rim, Bryant sees the opening and does not hesitate to attack.
Here's Manning. About a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Pass to Howell. Puts up a three. Buries the long-range jumper. He has 5.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
The Bulls with the lead. Bryant looking over the floor. Shoots from the elbow. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Kobe's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Kobe knows exactly what he's doing. Clever, crafty. He's able to disrupt the defense and get what he wants.
Here's Alston. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4. So the Bulls, their last game, a win against Charlotte.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Here's Bryant. Duncan with some nice D.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Red kicks to Alston. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Here's Ward. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Chicago.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Here's Nixon. Now about 3 minutes gone in his second quarter of basketball.
2 minutes remaining.
No good that time. Hansen. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And they'll keep possession. Here's Nixon. Aldridge is covering. Pass to Ori. The 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You know, his ability to just knock it down even from range makes Ori very valuable for his team, and they rely on that.
1:35 left in the first half of the game. And Nowitzki has it in the corner. There's the triple. No good on that one. And Washington the other way now. Ori passes to Hansen. Here's Nixon. Second chance effort. Hansen can't hit. Well, Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Nowitzki outside. From deep. Geiger with the rebound. Washington trailing. Releases. Hits the jumper in space. Ori's got his second basket of the night.
You know, this is where Ori is most effective, I think. His confidence, firing off the catch, off the charts.
Or the pass to Nowitzki. They get it back. Here's Simmons. And the layup is good. Simmons got his first basket of the night. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Ori passes to Gomez. Here's Geiger. Here's Hansen. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Geiger. And that one is off. Simmons on the wing. Fires the 3. He can't get that one to fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Bulls on top, leading by just 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Peja Stojakovic with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And in that adjustments were discussed during the half. Bryant, that's for 2. Washington with the rebound. Hansen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Duncan. And the layup's good off the glass. Duncan's got the lead up to 1 now for the Wizards.
Look at how comfortable Duncan is inside the paint. He knows those close range angles like no other. He's special in that regard.
I'm glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
And a close game like this, you've got to dig deep and just find a way to make things happen.
Manning the pass to Duncan.
A tremendous score with the ball in his hands. Duncan, just too much for the D to handle.
The Wizards have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Duncan, 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And Duncan drops them both.
You know, you got to really appreciate and respect how steadfast Duncan is. I mean, he's always under control and composed, keeps his team focused on the task at hand, and that's extremely valuable.
Count it. Stojakovic has got 10 points.
Robinson.
And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And there's the pass to Manning. Here's Hansen. Alston passes to Duncan. Over Rattler. Drops one in from the wing. Duncan's got the lead. Back up to 3 now for the Wizards.
Duncan with that innate ability to shoot the basketball.
Kobe kicks to Stojakovic. And he's good on the 3-ball. Stojakovic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Washington shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Pass to Manning. Here's Hansen. Ostertag defender. Alston against Robinson. Passes it to Howell. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Alston. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Robinson. Bulls have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Up top, Kobe. Stojakovic with the 3. Leaps for it, and out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Wizards making a switch here. Reds checked in. Alston against Robinson. Pass to Manning. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. The pass to Duncan. Drills the baseline jumper. 8 points for him.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Aldridge is checked in. Mason checks in for Theo Ratliff. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Peja Stojakovic. And Simmons subbed in for Bryant. Nowitzki, that's for 2, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. Nowitzki's got 6.
You know, we know Nowitzki is a phenomenal catch-and-shoot guy. Does a fabulous job measuring up these shots.
Nixon, the pass to Howell. And here is Red. Here's Nixon. That one is good from Geiger.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Nowitzki outside. Fader on the way. Another one falls for Chicago.
A great shooter. For Nowitzki, the mid-range is easy money all day long.
Geiger passes to Howell. And here is Red, defended by Nowitzki. Robinson against Geiger. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Got a piece of it, and they'll get another chance. Pass to Howell to the inside.
Bulls foul. Robinson.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
.109 left in the third. Nixon, the pass to Gomez. Haywood with the block. Passes it to Nowitzki. For the lead, Aldridge trying to break free. And there's the nice layup by Nowitzki. He's got 10. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
And the Bulls making a change here. Stojakovic is checked in. Knocked away. Stolen by Robinson. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Outside, Simmons. Jacks up a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Here's Nixon. Here's Red. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside, Robinson. Pass to Stojakovic. Shoots a fader. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Stojakovic has got the lead up to 5 now for Chicago. Here's Howell. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Bulls lead by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Chicago calls timeout. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Bulls coach was going over with his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thank you, David. And he gets it back. And they get it back. And Duncan throws it down hard.
And how about the timing from Duncan on the glass, getting there to collect that offensive rebound and the putback.
Outside, Kobe. Kicks it to Stojakovic. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Washington. And here's the fast break. Here's Manning. Defended by Bryant. Manning can't get it to go. Here's Ward. And here's Kobe for three. And the three ball is good.
And perimeter discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Manning, the pass to Duncan. And Duncan throws it down.
Hey, it may not make the highlight reel, but all Tim Duncan does is score points. And he makes your team a ton better.
And here is Bryant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
Both free throws good from Bryant.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Alston against Kobe. Now Alston over Bryant. Here's Duncan. And he lays it straight in. Duncan's got 14 points here in the second half.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days. Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now. And so far, no go.
Kobe against Alston. Over Bryant. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down to 4 again on the bucket from Alston.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
To the middle. Here's Manning. The shot's good. Alston making the play.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Chicago calls timeout. Checked in for Geiger. Then for the Bulls, Aldridge is checked in, and it's Haywood in for Theo Ratliff. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. It's Bryant, high post. From about 16. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And Bryant is the guy they look to when it comes to scoring big hoops. He doesn't run away from pressure situations. As a matter of fact, he runs right into the eye of the storm.
Got that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Alston.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the float.
Time now for an injury report. Let's find out the news on Dirk Nowitzki. David, what's the update?
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with Chicago's head athletic trainer. He told me that although he twisted the knee pretty badly, nothing looks like it's torn. You don't want to hear this news as most teams are starting to hit their stride. So they're going to miss him while he's recovering from this injury. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Alston passes to Hansen. Over Aldridge. Walked again. And they're able to recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. .121 left to play here in the fourth. And the pass to Stojakovic. Trying to get open is Hayward. Washington with the rebound. Hansen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Duncan, and Duncan throws it down hard.
Well, we know Tim Duncan is a big-time player, and he knows exactly how to come through in the clutch.
Bulls have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And Kobe gets it to go.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
The Wizards shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Inside. Here's Duncan. Back to Alston. Latrey. It's rebounded by Aldridge. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Coming through when it matters most. Kobe thrives under pressure.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. 41 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Tigers check in for Washington. And the Bulls making a change here. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're down by 5. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Mr. Tags checked in for Chicago. 'Geiger. Here's Duncan. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
How about the concentration from Duncan? Doesn't budge even in the biggest of moments.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Second team foul. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And this team trusts in Kobe. They want him to go to the line when things are tight because they know he'll deliver.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. 2-possession game now.
Washington calls timeout. They trail by 5. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Simmons checked in for Kobe. Bobby Simmons. .27 seconds left to play in the final quarter. From the line, good!
Oh, too easy for Duncan there. Feels like he can take these shots whenever he wants to.
Chicago calls timeout. They're up by 3. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Bulls making a switch here.
Now into the lineup for the Bulls, Kobe Bryant.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Credit where it's due to the Mamba mentality. But Bryant also has incredible gifts. He's the result of hard work and talent.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Manning the pass to Duncan. And Howell kicks to Duncan. It's stolen by Bryant. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Personal foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. You got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed it.
From deep three-point range, off on that one. And so it's Chicago winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.